In the world of shonen anime, there's this secret language, right? It's hidden in plain sight. And today, we're gonna decode it, all the secrets woven into every single jacket, robe, and uniform.
I mean, you've definitely seen it. Your favorite hero comes back after a big time skip, or they finally master some crazy new power, and boom, their whole look is different. But have you ever really stopped to ask why? Why do their outfits change so much?
Okay, let's take a perfect example, Naruto Uzumaki, right? He starts off in that super bright orange jumpsuit. I mean, it's basically a walking bullseye, a loud statement from a kid who's just desperate for anyone to notice him. Then later on, he's got that sleeker, more mature black and orange jacket. Now, this is way more than just a fashion upgrade. No, it's a narrative code. It's a visual signal that tells us everything about who he is and who he's becoming. And you know what? We're about to crack that code wide open.
All right, so first things first, we have to get this straight. In the world of shonen, a character's outfit is almost never just clothes. It's really a statement of purpose. And, the word shonen itself actually gives us a big clue. It literally translates to young boy. But we all know the genre is really about a certain spirit, right? It's that drive, the one built on friendship, hard work, and that hard-won victory. So in a totally visual medium like anime, what's the best way to show that? Well, the clothes, they basically become a giant billboard for those exact values.
So an outfit is basically a visual manifesto, and it works in a few key ways. First, you've got branding and legacy. Think about Goku's orangey. You see that silhouette, you instantly know who it is. Then there's affiliation and status. Those black robes? Yep, that's a Soul Reaper, no question. It can also be about defiance and individuality. When a character tweaks their uniform to shout, hey, I'm part of this team, but I'm still me. And sometimes the outfit is the promise or the goal. Just look at Luffy's straw hat. That's not just a hat, it's a sacred promise driving his entire adventure.
So if the outfit is the statement, right, then changing that outfit, well, that becomes the story. It's how we can literally see a character's entire journey. It's a visual character arc.
To put it another way, the clothes wear the story. Every single tear, every little patch, every upgrade, it's not just random damage. It's a visual resume, a trophy of every single fight they've survived and every challenge they've overcome. Their jacket, their cloak, it literally becomes a map of their entire journey. And this whole evolution, it pretty much always follows these 5 key stages. You've got the beginning, the simple standard outfit that sets the baseline. Then comes the training gear. Maybe they've added some weights or new armor. After that, you see the battle-damaged version, showing they've really been through it. But the big one, the one we all wait for, is the power-up. That's the dramatic new outfit that just screams, I am on a whole new level now. And finally, you get to mastery. That's the final iconic form that solidifies their legend forever.
But hold on, because it gets even cooler. This whole idea goes a step further. Sometimes, all that symbolism, it becomes literal. The clothes don't just represent power anymore, they are the power.
Yeah, in some of the most creative series out there, the outfit becomes a genuine, active part of the combat system. It stops being just a passive costume and turns into a real tool, like an extension of the character's own power.
So let's look at how this actually works. You've got things like protection and enhancement. The Demon Slayer uniforms, for example, are made from a special fiber that can resist demon attacks. Then you have power channeling. Think about the Jujutsu Sorcerer uniforms, which are designed to help them better handle their cursed energy. And then you get to the ultimate level, manifested will. Naruto's Sage Mode cloak? That isn't even cloth. It's pure chakra, a physical manifestation of his incredible power.
So you might be wondering, where do these amazing designs even come from? Well, they don't just pop out of thin air. A lot of them have really deep roots in a real-world cultural blueprint.
For instance, a ton of the outfits you see pulled directly from traditional warrior wear. Those wide-legged hakama pants, they're not just there to look cool, they're meant to echo the silhouette of a samurai, which instantly tells your brain this person is a disciplined fighter, ready for battle.
The whole aesthetic of the kimono is another huge influence. You can totally see it in the flowing lines, the careful layering, and that special attention paid to the sleeves. All these little details give these fantasy outfits a real sense of authenticity and, cultural weight.
And honestly, the Soul Reaper uniform, the Shihakusho, is probably the perfect case study for this. It is such a brilliant blend of ideas. It takes the robes of a samurai, mixes them with the attire of a Shinto priest, and then layers on these unique fantasy elements. What you get is something that feels totally new, but at the same time, it's deeply familiar. It just clicks.
Okay, so what happens when this incredibly powerful visual language jumps off the screen and into our world?
Well, it inspires a massive global cultural movement.
Get this, there are over 45 million active cosplayers around the globe. That's a huge number. And guess who are always among the top choices? Shonen heroes. It's because fans don't just want to watch the journey anymore, they want to wear the story.
And the economic impact? It's just staggering. We're talking about a $5.4 billion global market for anime-inspired fashion and merchandise in 2023 alone. These designs have become legitimate cultural touchstones, blowing way past the boundaries of just anime.
For honestly, this next number might be the most important one of all. Because it's not really about the money or even how well made the costume is, it's about the feeling. An incredible 88% of cosplayers say they feel more confident and empowered when they put on that costume. 88%!
And that's because it's so much more than just a costume, isn't it? When you put on that outfit, you're embodying everything it stands for. You're wearing the spirit of growth, you're wearing courage, and you are wearing that unbreakable will to just keep pushing forward no matter what.
And maybe that's the real secret language we've been decoding today. These incredible designs remind us that, in a way, we all wear a uniform. We all wear the story of who we are, and, more importantly, who we're on our way to becoming.